ជួមជុំគ្នាច្រៀងសរសាដំកើងព្រះថ្វាយបង្គំឲ្យស្អាតស្រឡាំងចង់ទៅរកព្រះគង់នៅឋានសួគ៌ចិត្តក្នុងស្អាតពិត
into the city and I was managing an English school, helping manage during the time because we were low on staff, and I'm also part-time teaching English, computer, and music as well. And so that was really great, just being able to form relationships with students and just continue to learn the language and learn about them. And once a week we share about God and we share from the Bible in English so that they can, and sometimes Khmer. Khmer is the people group. Sometimes people know it as Khmer, but it's actually pronounced Khmer, just so, ding, you know. So, yeah, so we do that and you just form relationships, and then every Sunday, once a week at our centers, we have a fellowship kind of church, that's the word. My English is still coming back. So church time, where the students can receive discipleship, and it's great. So I was there, and then in the bottom right is a picture from a baptism. And at our 4 centers, we gathered all of the people who joined our fellowships, and there was, almost 150 kids there, students. And it was great. We worshipped and we went down to the lakeside, and 42 students were baptized that day. And it was awesome. It was cool. So yeah, I give a baptized time for that. So yeah, it's just, I'm like such a normal person, but like when we're normal people and we follow an extraordinary God, it's just, amazing things can happen. And so just being able to witness these things and experience these things is great. So as we go to the next slide, this is when I went into a time of studying and equipping myself for further ministry and reminding myself of what I learned and everything. And so on top is the time when I took a DTS Equip, which is a school that prepares staff to be DTS staff or like leaders in the DTS school. So there I just really learned what it really means. Instead of to always be discipling people, first you have to be a disciple yourself and be open to God's discipleship and be just following Him as a person before you are encouraging others to do that. And so that was really great, and we were able to do an outreach, and there's a lot of other testimonies from that school, and I could tell you, and so you can ask me later. But in this school, there was probably about 8 nationalities, there was 3 languages being translated, and 15 Vietnamese students were actually there. And Vietnam is a communist country, and so just God's doing all this secret agent stuff in the communist nations. That's really exciting. And so, yeah, keep praying for that. And so on this next, sorry, not yet, sorry, I got excited. On the bottom is when I took a school of worship. I've always been passionate about worship and drums and everything like that. And I just really felt led just to learn more really what worship is, instead of just the music kind of aspect of it. And so this is the first school of worship that happened in Cambodia, and I was privileged to join that with all of my other Khmer brothers and sisters. And so it was just awesome to see how they had a heart, to really go deeper in understanding and in just the heart of really what worship is. How worship is, yes, it is kind of, we're lifting our muses and praises to God, but it's also a way how we love other people, and even the way I could treat you, it's an act of worship to God. And so, and just how to be set apart and holy for the Lord. And so it's just awesome. It was great. And so yeah, that's kind of the time when I was studying and just equipping myself more for the future ministry I have. So on this next slide, my mom came to visit me. Yay! My mom, if my mom actually and dad could stand, that'd be great. Stand, and my dad, they're one of the main reasons why I can do all this stuff and experience all this stuff. First of all, because they gave birth to me, and just emotional support and just guidance and everything. It's been great. And also, if you don't know, my mom's name is Janet. Her name is Janet. I know many people might refer to her as Kyle's mom or Tessa's mom or something like that. Because when she went to Cambodia, the minute she got there, he got, "Oh, you're Kyle's mom." And she's like, "Yeah, but my name is Janet." Just, if you haven't met her yet, go ahead and meet her. Her name's Janet, and I am Janet's son. For all of you moms out there, you have names. Your first name is not your child's name and then mom. But yeah, so for all you kids out there that are here, yeah. Anyway. Okay, so that was really great. Just my mom being able to come and just visit, and just for her first time to Asia. Thank you for everyone just for praying for her and just for helping her out to get there. And she was able just to bless so many people and just to enjoy a lot. And in the bottom, these 3 girls were at the guest house that she was staying at, and they were working there. And she just really just totally loved on them and just really just totally blessed them and showed them God's love, which they probably have almost never experienced. And before she left, she also gave them Bibles and everything, just was able to explain about it and just pray for them, and it was great. So yeah, it was great for my mom to be able to come just encourage me and just be with me during that time. So anyway, as we go on to the next slide, after that part, I was staff on DTS, the Discipleship Training School, and up in the right you'll see the students and staff together. And so during this time, the staff, we were preparing. And so on the right, we actually got hired, all the staff, to be translators for a medical team that was coming in that wanted to do missions in Siem Reap. Siem Reap's the city that I'm in. And so it was so cool just to be able to go out and just translate for these doctors. They're training to be doctors, and just touch the lives of all these different people that normally you wouldn't be able to talk to, and in practical ways as well. All the healthcare was free, and we'd go out and I would diagnose them through translation, and they would ask questions, and I'd be translating, and then at the end, we'd be able to give them stuff, or give them techniques to be able to help them get better for whenever they're not doing well, and then we could pray for them, and they'd be like, "What's that? Like, what's prayer? I don't know that word. Atitan, what is that?" And so, who's Jesus? Like, I don't know who that is. There's all these 97-year-olds or 80-year-olds, and we're telling them about Jesus. And so it's just so cool. And that was really fun. And on the bottom is after the 3-month lecture phase, we went on a 3-month outreach phase, like I said. And it was really exciting. God had spoke to us to go to Laos, Thailand, and the Philippines. And that was the craziest journey I've ever been on. Especially when you're leading people on it. That's super crazy. And you're responsible for it, man. It's even crazier. But yeah, thank you, God, that you're our ultimate leader and that you are our shield. So, on the right, you see us up to here in muddy water. That was in the Philippines. And that was when we learned about the word Baha, which means flood. And so we had been there a month, and then all of a sudden rain just comes down like nothing else, man. And it just keeps going up and up and up. And the slum that we were next to, we go there, and we had made relationships with a lot of people, with mothers and fathers and their kids, and ex-gangsters and all this stuff. And we're like, man, what's gonna happen to them? Because their houses are 4 feet underwater or something like that. And well, not underwater, but in water. Let's make that clear. That'd be a lot of water. And so, yeah, let's go. So we go out there, and we're going through, and some parts are up to here in water, and people are up on their 2nd floor, smiling, "Hey, how's it going?" And we're like, "I don't know, how about you?" But man, it was just so great to be able to go there and just see people's attitudes and be able just to encourage them and pray for them. And they were just, in this specific village, they're just totally opened up to the gospel. Yeah. So I don't have a whole lot of time to go into that, but I want to go to the next slide. So that was what I had been doing. And so now you're probably wondering, now Janet's son, what are you going to do? So, yeah, I will go back. I feel called to go back, and I really desire, when I was in the school of worship, I really got a heart just for the Cambodian worship scene of things. And I really want to open a recording studio to record Cambodian worship music sung and written and played by Cambodians. That's quality, and then distributed out to the church in a good manner, because there's no such thing as a traveling worship band in Cambodia. Worship conferences are non-existent, and just the quality of the worship music is very poor, and I really just have a heart just to be able to, help Cambodians experience worship in a way that I have, which has transformed my life. And I mean, for all of us, I know that this worship and how much we spend time worshiping, like it has transformed us and transformed our relationship with God. And so I really want others to be able to experience that as well. So I'll be here for 8 months, working, resting, just being with family, and that's kind of what I have planned now. And while before I go, I just really felt like God wanted just to encourage you too, like just what I said, like we're all normal people, like we're not any more valuable than anyone else in this room, but like as normal people, when we follow this extraordinary God on His mission, like He can do extraordinary things, and it's all for His glory. And I just want to encourage you, whatever you're doing, if you're in school, if you're, parents at home or working somewhere, like just continue just to be open to how God leads you with your coworkers, even though it's hard sometimes, or your family and everything, and just let Him do extraordinary things through you. So yeah, thank you so much, and I'll have a table in the back after service if you want to come talk to me or ask me questions, and I'll have some stuff set up for you guys to look at. But it's just great to be back, and I look forward to talking to you more. Thank you. Welcome up, Pastor Black! Which also, when I left, I didn't get to say bye to Scott, and just being able to come back and see God bring in Mac has been really awesome. God is really faithful to us, and so I just want to thank God for Mac and his wife as well. So that's really great. So let's welcome him up.
We're just trying to find the best station. And then I'll just be on
Then you draw it in like this.
Then I won't miss it. I'll see you.
Usually you have a rope.
Still might be kind of big.
Look at that fish for dinner. Come on.
Yeah!